Dear participants, organizers, and guests, welcome to the Lithuanian Biotechnology Association and Korea Biotechnology Industry Organization MOU signing ceremony. I would like to invite our Vice Minister of Ministry of the Economy and Innovation of Republic of Lithuania, Jovita Neliupšienė, to open LBTA and Korea Bio MOU signing ceremony.
Well, dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lithuanian and Korean seminar. And it's really a pleasure to be here and to see so many of you joining us today. Korea is the 10th largest economy among the most developed countries of the world, a leader in many industries, industrial segments where we would find opportunity to cooperate, from the automotive, semiconductors to the biotechnology. Lithuanian life science and biotechnologies are one of the priority sectors for Lithuanian government, which generated in 2020 around 2.5% of country's GDP. Our strategic goal for the 2030 is actually to reach 5% of GDP. And for Lithuania, I do believe that we will become the leader among the others in this field. Biotechnologies are particularly open to investment, and their payback period is relatively long. Therefore, to reach the target or targeted indicator I just mentioned, even today, it's important to accelerate investments in this sector and to find the new partnerships for the growth. The strength of Lithuanian biotechnology competences lies in cell and gene therapies, enzymes, and wider pharmaceutical industry. The most promising subsector of cells and genes has emerged over the recent years. Of course, strong boost to the potential of gene technologies was given by Vilnius University professor Virginijus Šikšnys, who was awarded Kavli Prize for discovery CRISPR-Cas9 revolutionary DNA editing tool. This innovative technology will have many applications. In medicine, it could be used to edit genetic disorders. In agriculture, CRISPR could help to solve climate change problems, including droughts and shifts in pest population. Such wide range of application is useful for both small and big companies, improving scientific research, including drug therapy, medical diagnosis, industrial biotechnology. South Korea is one of the world leaders in clinical research, with significant growth in the field of genomic research and markets for the medical devices and pharmaceuticals. We are happy being able to offer cooperation in both life science and business field. We already have good examples of cooperation. Since 2020, Kazyme has been cooperating with Korean company Ensage, which actively are focused on gene editing and stem cell engineering technologies. Next, our company Biomas cooperates with the Korean Celtrion since spring of 2021 and has been proving pharmacological and medical information, providing pharmacological and medical information services. I hope that the Memorandum of Understanding between Korean Bio and Lithuanian Biotechnology Association will give a new impetus and will allow us to reinforce our potential cooperation partnerships and will help to attain common goals. It will also enable to increase awareness of each other's brands, expand the opportunities to attract potential investors or customers, while the relations between organizations will speed up deployment of innovation-based scientific research and technologies. The importance of Lithuanian life science is evidenced by the fact that this autumn, in October, the 15th European Forum for Industrial Biotechnology and Bioeconomy will be held in Vilnius. The pre-event definitely will be on gene editing. This kind of event will be held for the first time in the Baltic countries. So using the opportunity, I would like to invite you all to come to Vilnius and to explore biotechnology yourself. So meanwhile, let me wish today's seminar the best success and a nice signing ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Minister, for kind words. My name is Agna Vitkevičienė. I am a Vice President and Executive Director of Lithuanian Biotechnology Association. And creating this new collaboration between Korea and Lithuanian biotech industries and academia is significant, important, I think, to both countries. We are beyond excitement to build this partnership in order to create, maintain, and execute collaborations within our biotech systems. LBTA and our biotech company's participation in the conference and exhibition today is our first step, a very important step towards such collaboration, as well as signing this MOU today. So thank you, Korea Bio, for such opportunity, for invitation to participate in your wonderful conference. And I would like to invite to the stage Vice President of Korea Biotechnology Industry Organization, Yi Song-jung, to say a welcoming word.
Thank you, Ms. Yuptana Luciane and Ms. Agnebit Kevinic for your warm welcome. I am very pleased to be here today for the MOU signing ceremony between Lithuanian Biotechnology Association and Korea Biotechnology Industrial Organization. As the Vice Minister mentioned, Lithuania and Korea have set good cooperation example, which include having Professor Virginijus Siksnis as a keynote speaker in CRISPR session and in panel discussion as well. But I believe the future of our cooperation is infinite. By signing the MOU today, I hope Lithuanian Biotechnology Association and Korea Bio can support both countries' bio industry in every way possible. I would like to thank Lithuanian Biotechnology Association again for bringing invaluable delegation to our event. Enjoy the rest of conference. Thank you.
Oh, please don't walk away. Let's start the ceremony. We're really looking forward to such collaboration, and I'm happy to start the seminar today to introduce a little bit more about Lithuania and introduce companies that came here today to the conference. I will start by inviting just one second, sorry. I will start by inviting to showcase an opportunity of you to come and visit Lithuania to introduce a Life Science Baltic event. Director of International Department at Innovations Agency Lithuania, Ms. Rasa Uždavinytė.
Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, bon appetit. Very happy to be here, to be in Korea, to be in Seoul. I represent Innovation Agency Lithuania, which is the governmental agency under the Ministry of Economy, which is responsible, first of all, for trade promotion worldwide, as well as the entrepreneurship and the startup ecosystem and innovation building. And today I want to present you and invite you to come to Lithuania to our biggest ecosystem event for the biotech industry, for the life sciences Baltics. We will organize it already, this event for the 6th time. So it already has quite a name, and it's the 2nd biggest event in Europe after Europa Bio. Why you should consider it. Okay, it doesn't move. No, this is not the, okay. Sorry. This is the one. Yeah, but okay, this is the one. Thank you. It's okay. But you have to take it off. So it's a big event with a lot of elements in it. If you take off the... Okay. So first of all, obviously, it's an international conference. And for that sense, I would like to mention that we always have big names. Normally, it's being opened by the Nobel Prize winner. Last time in 2018, when the conference was online, it was opened by Richard Henderson, the Nobel Prize winner in chemistry. It, of course, has a B2B partnering. It has startup masterclasses and pitch battles, so your startups could meet the potential investors, and the exhibition where you could have your national booth or separate companies could have a stand. Yeah, a little bit of figures to understand the size of it when I say 2nd biggest in Europe. So normally we have around 40 countries participating. You can see in the brackets that online participation was a bit lower, but obviously everybody got tired of COVID and online formats. So we are looking forward to have you physically in Lithuania in 2023. And normally it attracts up to 2,000 participants. So we really hope with the current situation and the current focus on life sciences industry worldwide, and in Lithuania, the industry boosting in the current years, growing its exports by 80%. I'm sure it will be a success and it will attract a lot of participants. This is the participant profile. So we are expecting not just companies, but quite wide participation from scientists and academia, as well as governmental institutions. So there is a role to play for everyone where you could put your ideas into motion and create synergies and create new projects. Yeah, so I already mentioned that normally it's the Nobel Prize winners, which are the keynote speakers. It is also opened by our president of Lithuania. last year, the main topics in 2021 were these ones, and we had a separate COVID-19 session with some of the vaccine companies participating and countries sharing their developments in the vaccine production. Startup masterclasses, as I said, it's quite an interesting battle with a lot of opportunities. For example, one of our startups in enzyme, Baltimas, has won a visit to Akron Biomedical Corridor in USA last time, mentorship session by Johnson & Johnson. And the exhibition, of course, it would be nothing without the big names. This was exactly the kickstart of Lithuanian biotech ecosystem. Now we have around 90 Lithuanian companies, but the big names such as Thermo Fisher, when they launched in Lithuania, it was really the boost for the, and of course, it was the recognition of the local supply chain already there and scientific potential. And you can see some Korean names, which we had last time. So we were very happy, and we hope that there will be more of you. Even four startups participated. Yeah, so please save the date. This is the 20th, 21st of September next year, and we would love to see you in Vilnius, Lithuania. If you need some contacts, please take a screen picture, and you can have some contacts there. But in any case, hit us, the Innovation Agency Lithuania, and we'll be happy to navigate you through the main things. That's it. So thank you very much, and I wish you all a successful luncheon session.
Thank you, Rasa. I think we will have more opportunities to invite you maybe this year as well, what the Vice Minister already mentioned. So I will share on my slides where I will represent a little bit about Lithuanian biotechnology ecosystem that a Biotechnology Association are representing. So yes. Let me try how it works. Yes. So Lithuania and Korea has a very common thing related to the government support of our sectors. So I think that I found out that even emphasized during this conference, I heard that this support is continuous in order to support the growth and sustain the growth in this sector. So I would like to say that in Lithuania, the support of the government is really also big. It's one of the top 3 priority sectors in Lithuania. And the government has produced the goal for everyone that working in that area, including the support systems in governmental organizations, is that life science and biotech industry should reach 5% of GDP by 2030. So that's a huge goal. That's something that would put our country in the leader positions in the world, but of course it's a tough job to do that. We as association really closely collaborate with governmental institutions together with the Innovation Agency and Invest Lithuania, as well as the ministries that the Vice Minister also was here today, shows that there is a support, mutual support. We sit at one table, discuss it, how we can reach this goal. Yes, we collaborate on strategic guidance and so on. So during the last decade, Lithuania really was one of the fastest growing industries for biotech in Europe. And currently it's a bit late data 2020, but in 2021, it exceeds 2 billion euro revenue. So that's something that we started 10 years ago with really low numbers, and the growth was really significant. as the Lithuania country, to those who don't know, we are a relatively small country. We have less than 3 million population in the country. So it's really significant achievements that we see here. And on the last number, which is also one of the probably highest as well in Europe, is that each employee revenue value created is over 700,000 euros. So that's something also says of productivity of our sector companies. Just a few numbers. I would just highlight that the export of biotech sector products and services are the major goals. So it's 92% currently, and main export markets are US and Germany, and hopefully with the collaboration with Korea Bio, we can also can increase the exports to Asia as well. And currently, the contribution to GDP is 2.5, so we have a long, long way up to 5%, but not that impossible. We had had a discussion together with academia and our industry by highlighting the priority areas and based on the best expertise that we have in the country, and focusing on as well on European directions that includes Green Deal, digital future, and health technologies. So the strengths of Lithuania in science and industry, focusing on gene engineering, metabolic engineering, synthetic biology, personalized medicine, bioinformatics, and much more. So these are the fields, priority areas that our ecosystem is focusing. So today you will meet 5 companies. They will give you a short presentation in order to get just a glimpse of what they're doing, and you can meet them at the booth or here after the seminar and discuss more. Few of the startups could not come today to the conference, so I just wanted to also share about a few of them. So we have a droplet genomics startup that works in microfluidics industry, as well as a biotech that works with biomolecular extraction and synthesis, biomatter design that is using deep learning algorithms to build proteins. So it's also very interesting. You can also review that information. Just enter into the Google the name and you will find. And Baltumas that works with the yeast expression systems for synthesizing native recombinant proteins used for pharmaceutical applications and others. Our association gathers industries and universities in Lithuania. So if you ever need any contacts or any researchers that works in specific fields and you would like to collaborate on research or industry level, you can always contact the association, and we would be happy to direct, to connect and help you build this collaboration. Our priority topics are life sciences, health technologies, that includes also medical devices, and bioeconomy for sustainable future, yes. So these 2 events, FIB and gene editing, was mentioned already by Vice Minister. I can just highlight that you can find more information in the websites, in LBTA website. So I would be happy to share more information in the booth if you come and visit us. I also wanted to say that association is very proud of its initiative related to Women in Biotech platform, which is related to empowering and facilitating, inspiring women to be more active in leadership roles in biotech, as Lithuania also has one of the highest percentage of women in science. So we tend to support them to take more initiative to take up leadership roles. Thank you so much. And you can find our information on the website, or you can contact me or my colleagues in the association for more information. And I really have a teaser photo here for you to get a glimpse of how Lithuania looks like. We have 4 seasons as you do, so a bit different than here. Our summers are not that humid. It's nice and dry, similar to Spain, but with the greenery. So I really welcome you to come to visit for business and for pleasure and see those wonderful sights. Thank you very much. Yes, and if you come, please contact me. I will give you the best places to go. Okay, so now let's start with the company presentations. And the first company that I would like to introduce is BioMapus, which is a clinical research, regulatory affairs, pharmacovigilance, and medical information solution company, a clinical CRO. And I would like to welcome Mr. Ulla Jeppsson, a business development director from BioMapus.
Thank you. So I'm Ulla Jeppsson, Business Development Director with BioMapus, as mentioned. And I have a background in the clinical CRO industry. I worked for 25 years for global CROs, as well as local regional ones in operational roles and in management roles. And when I joined BioMapus 1 year ago, more or less exactly, how do I do this? Is it... Oh, thank you. So when I joined exactly 1 year ago, this week, last year, I saw a company that made me impressed because with my background, I really know how competitive the clinical CRO environment is in Europe. Certainly 20 years ago, but even more so now. And this company actually has grown from being a local Lithuanian provider of bioequivalent studies to what's today a global service provider to the life sciences industry. So to me, that was really impressive to see. And you see one of our co-founders here, Audrius Suikata. The growth of the company has been in basically, to simplify, in 2 dimensions. The first being expanding into new geographic areas, with some key development moments being established in Russia and Georgia in 2014, later on in Switzerland, Ukraine 16, and more recently in the Nordics, Poland, and also Kazakhstan. And what this means for us is that from these hubs, we actually cover clinical trials also in all other key countries in the EU and in the former CIS region. So that's a strategic geographical expansion into these markets. The other expansion is to actually diversify and provide more services than clinical CRO services. So currently, half the company is actually delivering regulatory services for marketing authorizations, post-marketing pharmacovigilance, and medical information. So that's another diversification, which means that we actually cover all aspects of the life cycle of a medicinal product, from first in human studies and then through and after marketing authorization. So currently, we are approximately 300 persons working for the company globally. As you can see here, we do not cover all countries across the world, but certainly a large number. More than 60 countries do we provide services in. And also, if we look at our customer base, our customers obviously come from Europe and the US, but we also have Korean companies represented in our pipeline. So a few words on the CRO side, where I'm active. So we deliver clinical CRO services under BioMapus name and phase 1 services under the Bio1 label. I'll get back to that. So there is not much time today here to go into details on everything we do, so let me quickly summarize. We are a full service CRO, meaning we do everything from protocol, study design, protocol development to the final study report. From start to end, everything in between. And I'm happy to elaborate on this at length at our booth, but this is not the time for it. So quickly, our experience goes across all clinical phases. We have a lot of late phase experience, but however, currently we're seeing most of our growth in phase 1 and phase 2 segment. And that's part of our long-term strategy to grow in that area, and that's related to our phase 1 unit, of course, but also to the fact that we are currently having an experience percentage in oncology of 23%. That's also growing. So what we're aiming to, we're already there, and we're aiming to become even stronger, is that we want to be seen as a early phase oncology CRO, also providing phase 1 services, but also phase 2 across the region where we operate. Quickly, a few words about Bio1. Bio1 is something very important for us. It's our phase 1 unit, which is fully owned and operated by Biomapas as a separate legal entity. And what's a bit unique about this unit, at least on the European market, is that it's a privately run unit, but it operates from inside University Hospital in Vilnius. And by a long-term contract with the hospital, we have full access to hospital resources, investigators, equipment, and patient population of 1.4 million. So yes, we do first-in-man studies, first-in-human studies in healthy volunteers, but our main focus is on patient studies, where we have excellent access to patients. So we need to finish. So needless to say, we're fully equipped with all the equipment we need and access to emergency care and so on. Let me summarize then. Biomapas is a clinical CRO and provider of regulatory pharmacovigilance and medical information services across the world. Our focus in clinical research is on Central Eastern Europe and our phase 1 unit, and with a strong focus on early phase oncology. Thank you.
Thank you, Ulla. And will I now invite our gene editing company working in the CRISPR-Cas technologies, Cazyme, and CEO, Dr. Monica Paule, to present the company. Thank you.
Okay, so hello to everyone. So our company and our founder was already mentioned several times during this session. So we are Cazyme, and we call ourselves the pioneers of CRISPR-Cas technology. I managed. Okay, so what is Cazyme? So at Cazyme, we aim to develop new discoveries, novel, innovative applications, and the very top quality research in the field of CRISPR-Cas molecular tools. And what we aim with our technology to apply those novel gene editing solutions worldwide. We are a fully international company, and with this to create the value for our partners. So Agne already showed some beautiful photos, so I'll just remind you in the map where we are. And we really have great goals in the biotech and life sciences, and we as a company are actively contributing both to this great growth our sector is having and to our ambition to be actually the leading sector in Lithuania. And just for you to know, from a historical point of view, the biotech sector already exists 60 years in Lithuania. So from very, very long time ago. So we are really a country with a very strong background in the field. So who we are? So our founder, Professor Virginijus Šikšnys, was already mentioned today. So he's sitting in the first row, and he is here in the picture just for you to identify who the person is. And if you have any questions after the session, please come and talk to him. And this is the rest of the founding team and our Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Giedrius Gasiūnas, together with Professor Ware, the first to demonstrate that CRISPR-Cas9 can be used to generate the precise double-strand breaks in DNA. So they really enabled the new era of gene editing. So this is the part of our team. This photo was taken a year ago. So actually our team grew up from that time. But as you see, we are really very much into gene editing and all the fields related. We even have very close to Casime laboratories and Vilnius University, where a professor is coming from, the DNA sculpture. And we even more spread the word about this field within the society. So what we as Casime do in more particular, so we provide the research service for CRISPR applications, and we do explore new Cas proteins for various different industries, as you see, from human therapeutics, diagnostics, industrial biotech, agriculture, and even molecular research tools. And by developing and characterizing, we enable these new CRISPR-based molecular tools being solutions and products for the industries I have mentioned. So what is our approach? So firstly, we started to work with the CRISPR-Cas9. So, well, the mostly known common protein in the CRISPR field. So, and you even see we have published a few scientific articles in the top journals, so you can get familiar with it. So we look at the naturally occurring orthologs, and we have developed our characterization pipeline by which we can choose the best genome editors with the properties required by certain applications and industries, which obviously differ. And that's our strength, that we, of course, both know, can find, and deliver to our clients those best genome editors. So after Cas9s, we started to work with novel type 5 nucleases, which are a little bit different, the Cas12 family, which are mostly common characteristics is they are shorter, more applicable for therapeutic use, which is quite challenging in general. So we are really finding those variants which can, solve problems of each and every industry. So what is our business model? So we offer those Cas orthologs for licensing. In case of Cas9s, we have more than 80 different variants. Through our collaborations, we provide access to licensing of other novel types of Cas proteins. And then we match those orthologs to the specific needs. And also we provide the CRO services. So we adapt existing orthologs that we have to the client needs, but also develop novel ones, can generate even new IP for our clients. And we sometimes call ourselves like a research department for your company in the CRISPR field. So we have the collaboration experience. As I said, we are an international company. We work with many US companies. We also have some great collaborations in Korea. And we really find your country one of the growing leaders in biotech sector, and we really see a lot of opportunities here. So our collaborations cover from agricultural field to research tools, and of course, therapeutics and diagnostics field. So that's all about us and if you have any questions, so I will be available afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. And I'm multitasking today. I'm going to present the company that I work in as my main job. So I'm a COO in a company called Curline Baltics, and I'm happy to participate here with the company. Already had very interesting contacts during the conference and exhibition. Hopefully, it will build interesting partnerships. So Curline Curline Baltic is a part of Curline Group, which is a US-based company. It's a global translational research CRO, and it has its headquarters in San Francisco and laboratories and tissue bank in San Diego. So it's a long-term established company that moved to Lithuania, opened the facilities in Lithuania last year. And I was very happy to join the company and work on its projects in European Union, which is actually a good model as well for Korean companies to also start their activities in European market. So what does Curline Group perform? What type of services? It's mainly focusing on biobanking, human biospecimen management, procurement, sample processing, molecular analysis, histopathology, and so on. So basically, the company is in the business for over 13 years, is one of the top 5 companies in the world that provides such services. And it's the main clients are the major pharmaceutical companies that work in the area of drug discovery and other development of new technologies. So Curline Baltic also performs such services in Lithuania. However, we also are opening our preclinical research facility in Vilnius. And we are actually working now on a very interesting project that is funded by EU, which is a development of innovative high-through in vivo screening technology for oncology drug testing, drug candidates using cellular double barcoding technology. So that's something that hopefully will provide new techniques for tumor growth analysis, especially analyzing how drug affects metastasis in very quantitative, highly sensitive and reproducible way. So basically what this preclinical research department in the company does is looking for new solutions, optimal solutions for preclinical research. And we were really happy to find any partners or collaborators within Korea as well, who are working to improve this type of services and collaborate within a global international scale. So it's just the first step. It's a 1-year company with a team that has a lot of year of background. And as I mentioned, we also already have few usually we work with international startup companies providing the service that includes biobanking and preclinical studies, as well as cell and gene therapy product manufacturing. We currently are finalizing this summer preclinical research laboratories, animal laboratories. We have molecular laboratories already in place, and we are opening GMP for ATMP manufacturing in Klaipėda, which is a port city. I didn't show that in my pictures, but it's also a wonderful city. And I wanted to share that it's kind of a company that can support you through the process of developing therapeutics or medical devices until the clinical stage. So basically, I'm here if you would like to hear more about it. I'm trying to shorten my presentation to allow other companies also to speak more. But this is our founder and the founder of the Curline Group, Dr. Olga Potapova. She's supposed to be here, but unfortunately she could not also come. She would be so happy to visit Korea. So I wanted to share just a picture because she's a very impressive scientist and businesswoman in the field that she alone grew her business very strong within this year. Yes, and as I mentioned, I'm running the Lithuanian department facility. You can find our contacts here, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I know it's more details with when it's R&D, it's very detailed. You have to discuss a lot, but we are looking for a collaborative approach, working together, as also Monica mentioned, being your R&D, not rather consultants, but partners on developing and moving to European market or creating something new solutions for health improvement, healthcare. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now I would like to invite CEO Dr. Stasys Taraila from Innovative Diagnostic Center to present his company.
Hello for everyone. I am Stasys Taraila. I representing the company Innovative Diagnostic Center. And I will make a short presentation about the company products. The company was founded in 2011, and our main fields for research and development is applied technologies for personal and public health. This is a new holistic diagnostic and treatment methods and technologies and software tools for processing medical images and signals. The company is a mature innovator according to the standards of Lithuanian Ministry of Economy and Innovations. And also the company actively participates in innovative projects financed by EU funds. During the last 5 years, we won 6 calls. 4 of them we successfully completed and 2 are being carried out. The partners of our scientific cooperation is the higher schools of Lithuania. This is Vilnius University Medicine Faculty, Klaipėda University, the Department of Medical Technology, Lithuanian Sports University, and the Sports Science and Innovation Institute. Also, we have good practical cooperation with Latvian Association of Holistic Medicine and Naturopathy and with private clinics in Lithuania and Latvia. Our products. The main product the company produces is functional diagnostic system Pulse AS. This diagnostic system is based on measurement and analysis of the radial artery sigmograms. And this diagnostic system, it consists of 2 parts, is the hardware and software. The hardware is the pulse wave detector, and the software is the mathematical methods and algorithms to ensure accuracy and reliability of measurements, and also the methodology for methodology for interpreting the characteristics of sigmograms. Pulse wave detector is our patented technology, and this device, this diagnostic systems, they are new in EU market. Pulse wave detector, it records the acoustic signals of pulse and transmits them to the computer. Of course, the main system of our our diagnostic system is the software. Software consists of 2 parts: is the measurement system and information analytical system. And we have 12 sigmograms, measurements and recorded form, and the computer analyzes them and get the get the result. Okay. Our technology is certified and confirms the standards of medical devices. And now, who are our product users? This technology, the diagnostic system based on measurement and analysis of the radial artery sphygmograms, can be widely applied for assessment of the functional state of human body. And our main users is the family doctors. It's for evaluation of subclinical condition, chronic disease progression, and so on. Also, there are rehabilitologists and specialists in the resort and recreation programs. It's objectivization for rehabilitation programs. Kinesiotherapists, the selection of duration and complexity of static and dynamic physical exercises. Also, we had 2 years project with Lithuanian Sport University, and as a result of this project was diagnostic system Pulse-IS Sport, and it is this diagnostic allowed to monitor effects on physical training of athletes, and it gives more reliable information than standard methods, let's say electrocardiology. Also, this diagnostic system can also be widely used in the army, providing the possibility to individually and systematically evaluate the parameters of the changes in the body of soldiers and the dynamics of their physical condition. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Stasys, for your presentation. And our last but not least presentation will come from company Placenta CEO, Mr. Ainis Zoruba. Please.
Thank you, Agnes. Hello, everybody. So today I would like to tell a few words about my company Placenta GSC, and I will try to be very quick. Placenta GSC is licensed tissue bank and genetic and personalized genetic company. We're in the business since 2013. Our office and rooms are designated for medical laboratories and commercial activities located in Lithuania, capital Vilnius, in the Center for Innovative Medicine. Placenta team is comprised of 11 qualified experts, 3 doctors, 3 scientists, 2 sales coordinators, administration staff, and other resources. Main field of our specialization is stem cells collection and storage for newborns and advanced genetic tests, including non-invasive prenatal tests, genetic diseases screening for newborns, genetic cancer risk screening test, whole exome sequencing-based test, and whole genome sequencing-based test in order to know about your health on time. We specialize in specific related niche segments of personalized healthcare, providing access to leading analytics in genetics and tissue banking. We have strong competence in developing B2B, B2C, and digital sales channels. We have in-house clinicians and biomedical scientists, and we hold expertise in clinical sample logistics. We combine our sales excellence and expertise in clinical service provision directly to doctors and patients with top-class biotech competence and services. Placenta is official distributor of such Europe market leaders like Famicor Swiss from Switzerland, Centogene from Germany, Genetics from Israel, Veritas Intercontinental from Spain, Instituto Diagnostic Varela from Italy, Harmony Poland, Niftify and Antigenes from Estonia. So Placenta is willing to expand business in the field of personalized medicine. Therefore, we are open for investors and partnerships from companies providing advanced healthcare services and products related to genetic and innovative medicine. If you are in the field and seeking for enter Europe market by opening laboratories and or sales, we can support connections to wide network of private and public clinics and professional health providers in Lithuania and Central East Europe. So please feel free to approach me during the conference or after. Thank you all and stay in touch.
Thank you, Ines. So on the last note, thank you so much for coming to the seminar, to wanting to hear more about Lithuania. And I really encourage you to feel free, come and talk to us. We will tell interesting stories. We will talk science. We will tell you more about Lithuania. And hopefully we can build these new collaborations within Korea Biotech and Lithuania Biotech. Thank you so much for coming today to the seminar. Thank you.